מאיפה יורים?
בחלוט בו, בחלוט! כוונות מוכנות, בסדר? אנחנו נצטרך בשלב ההתחלתי בכניסה להשחיל הרבה רימונים פנימה, בסדר?
מחבל קומה שלישית.
קומה שלישית.
Now I'll note that the resolution is not perfect. We were appalled that some council members still refuse to condemn Hamas's horrific terrorist attack on October 7th, which set so much heartbreak and suffering in motion. We will continue to push the council to right this wrong. Diplomacy has worked. It was an intense few days of nearly 24-hour-a-day work, lots of phone calls, lots of text messages. My fingertips are tender from texting over the course of these few days. And as I always say, diplomacy is hard, but when you get the results are worth every minute of the hard work.
Hello. We won't keep you long. I know we've kept you waiting days on end for the vote that didn't happen but finally did. It was the Christmas miracle we were all hoping for, which was to send a positive signal to the people on the ground in Gaza who are suffering under such unbearable circumstances, that the Council is engaged 24/7 on trying to alleviate that suffering. I think, again, putting people on the ground first and foremost in mind, it would be really easy just to go for rhetorical declarations and end without consensus where we adopt something. That doesn't help people on the ground. So I feel that what we have done will have impact, will save lives on the ground. And again, as I said in the Council, I have to thank the United States for their close collaboration, Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield for her close collaboration in trying to achieve that outcome. We had the goal of saving lives on the ground in mind. Of course, it was not a perfect resolution. Of course, everyone in this group has called for a permanent ceasefire, and we support what we put forward in the General Assembly that had 153 votes in favor for that ceasefire. And the UAE did submit that resolution less than 10 days ago, and it was not adopted. So we can go for declarations in the Council, or we can try and have impact on the ground for people who need it the most. The veto gets people nothing. The veto is simply a political declaration, but its failure to adopt means that it doesn't have impact for lives on the ground. What we did today establishes a number of principles and a robust architecture to respond to the humanitarian crisis that I've just outlined. And I think, bearing in mind that the suffering is immense, that it will get worse if aid and medicine and food and water does not go in, I think we did the right thing. Of course, history is full of 2020 in hindsight moments, But I think we did the right thing today with the tools that we had and with the global dynamics that we have in this international community. We used it to the best of our ability to help save lives.
We, the Arab group and the OIC, declared that we are working for 3 humanitarian objectives. 1, to stop this war against our people in the Gaza Strip, which means ceasefire, ceasefire, ceasefire now. And then 2 is to have humanitarian assistance up to scale. And in fact, operative paragraph 4, which our brothers in Egypt were pushing so hard for it, we trust that the UN to be responsible for the verification of thousands of truckloads in order to enter the Gaza Strip at scale that asked for by the SG, so that it caters to the needs of the Palestinian people in all parts of the Gaza Strip. And the third part is related to stopping the forced transfer outside of the Gaza Strip to Egypt.
In mind for the coordinator?
That's the choice of the Secretary General. Don't you want to go home for the holidays? Happy holidays!
This is live now. Keep it, exactly. Yes. And I record that also? All live. Yeah, all live. ايش الدنيا؟ فيش الصورة قوية.
Right, yes,
Tank. Ja.
עכשיו כל חטוף הביתה שם!
עכשיו! 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 עכשיו!
There are 76 pieces of pita and a little bit rice. People that came back from there tell us that that's what they eat, a quarter of pita every day, and except from